them running back. Running back, running back, running back.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, watch this one. Check 50. Check 50.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ready. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Let's go. Watch 54.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey, watch that.
On second and 9, Haskins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. try again. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Defense, get out the field, defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Gotta go, in and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
53, Mike, go 14. Bring it. Jack. Extreme. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go double count right here.
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Slow down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Bell. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 30-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
25 yards. First down, Arizona.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 miles. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go. Come on. Watch it.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Switch up, switch up. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff working right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
There's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check, 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 check. Patchy. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Man, I got you.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
What? 12. Watch the screen. 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Wide, get wide. Check. Fresno. One flip.
They'll try and run for it. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Hey. Got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Down.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Get ready.
On 3rd down, Wilson going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Haskins will throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Right here, double count.
34-yard line.
Hey, check. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Go. Exit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Let's go, baby.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hey, we got 14, run it. 53.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And it is incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
95, 95. Hey, switch gears.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on second down. Haskins, flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's what I do. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Here we go again. Check. 53. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving. Keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's get that ball. Chance.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Alert. 53, check.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Safety's creeping. Mike's 54.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Pass incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. From midfield now, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change.
There he goes, right side. 20. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to be. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Completes it to Watt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.